Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Wendy, a registered dietitian, exercise physiologist, and amateur boxer. You know, my time in the gym, I have overheard a lot of nutrition advice, so I decided to consolidate them and give you 5 nutrition tips for boxers. So tip number 1, eat balanced. I know, it sounds cliche. I've heard too many people following one kind of food or one type of food. Not only that, they also extremely cut out certain foods or even certain food groups. And so it's kind of amazing how when you say one food is healthier and one food is not healthy, how much that can really stem away from certain foods or food groups. They also promote supplements, sometimes even in place of certain foods. They're also afraid of or demonize carbs or carbohydrates, which I never really understood. Not to mention there is a big protein overhype in the form of supplements. Also, there's the stigma of, oh, eat this, it's better or healthier for you, and they eat it in excessive amounts. There's a reason that we're supposed to eat a certain type and certain kinds of foods and not just one particular food. So eating balanced is cliche, but very important in the sport of boxing. So if you check out the Ringside Dietitian video course link below, I talk about the fundamentals of macros and go into more detail about how each macro can affect your performance. I also talk about why you should not be afraid of carbohydrates. Number 2, hydration. I know, another cliche. But spacing out the hydration. Did you chug your water today? I know I didn't. I mean, it's a very hot day, but gosh, I mean, chugging water seems to be a really big thing. And not only that, you want to space your hydration out. You know, did you drink water in the morning? Did you drink it during the day? Did you drink it before training? After training? Like, spacing out hydration is the most important. And too often do I see people kind of chugging one way or the other, chugging before or chugging after training. And they're like, oh no, I don't need fluids right now, I'm fine. Not to mention, I've also seen the tough love in the gym where they actually sometimes can encourage you to get stronger by not drinking fluid during training or during exercise. No, absolutely not. Don't do that. Whatever they're telling you, like, oh, you'll get stronger if you don't drink water for an hour. I'm like, no, okay. First of all, if you're going into boxing, you know that even in professionals, they will ring the bell, they will cause you to go into the corner, they will give you fluids, right? So there's not really a time where it makes sense for you to cut out water even during training. Bouts of boxing, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, they will have those breaks. I've never seen a athlete, amateur, professional, not be able to take a water break after a round. So not only will it hurt you, it won't actually help you to be dehydrated, okay? So be strong. So if you want to perform better, drink fluids. During my own training camp, I drink as frequently as I could. So don't save all your hydration for right before or right after, okay? Consistency is really key when it comes to hydration. In the Ringside Dietitian video course link below, I go over exactly how to calculate how much fluid you need to hydrate properly. Like, there's equations and everything, so make sure you check out the link below. Number 3, weight management. If you are competing or just boxing for fun, you will likely be losing weight. If you know you are going to compete, start your weight loss now. If you are interested in competing, start your weight loss, you guessed it, now. Odds are, training or even exercising in the boxing gym, you'll lose weight because it is a high intensity interval training sport, especially if you are just starting out. Also, please be safe about weight management, meaning I don't like extreme weight cuts. You dehydrate, you starve before fights, which is the most uncomfortable feeling, and it can be very dangerous to your own health, of course, because you're talking about dehydration, sudden weight loss, which is actually an indication of malnutrition, so please do it safely. So in the link below, I go over exactly how to set your weight goals and how to modify your meal plans based on your goal. Number 4, anti-inflammatory foods. In the years I've been in the gym, I don't think anyone mentioned the word anti-inflammatory. Let's face it, you get hurt with anything in boxing. Exercise is literally purposely putting your body under stress, even without sparring. So your body naturally detoxifies you after exercise by improving your circulation, filtering through your organs like your liver and your kidneys. So those are all your body's natural detoxification during exercise. However, focusing on foods that are anti-inflammatory that can help you with the whole part of recovery. So who doesn't want to recover faster, of course? So anti-inflammatories, I think, are very underrated when it comes to foods because we tend to talk about protein, protein, protein. I'm like, that's great. Protein, yes, is very important. But can you tell me what the definition of anti-inflammatory is? Anti-inflammation. So in the link below, I actually go over exactly which foods provide anti-inflammatory properties and even which foods that are pro-inflammatory and don't help you with recovery. You might be surprised there's some protein foods that are actually pro-inflammatory. Lastly, number 5, preventative health. Don't skip this section. Macros get all of the attention, especially protein, as you've heard me mention many times already throughout this section. Micronutrients. Micronutrients are required in small amounts, but that doesn't mean they're any less important. No, I'm not saying to take every single vitamin and mineral supplement there is. That is not what I'm saying. But when was the last time you had a checkup at your doctor? Have you been feeling low of energy or more so than usual? How's your sleep? Stress level? Boxing and training is a stressor, okay? So how's your mental or your social health? Are you in more pain in places you don't normally have pain? When was the last time you got your labs checked? You know, are they where they need to be? If you haven't gotten your labs checked or even just a regular health exam before boxing, I really encourage you to do so because this sport obviously is a naturally traumatic sport, especially if you are sparring and you're going to go into competition and you will likely have injuries. Even if you walk out of the ring completely unharmed, like, oh yeah, I feel great. Like, well, no, you know, unless you are 100% not going to get hit anywhere, then no, you're actually not okay. Or even if you're just hitting a boxing bag, you're talking about stress all over your shoulders, your neck motions, and all that. So then preventative health is really just making sure that you're A-okay before going into this type of sport. So during the course of my own training and after my first fight, I had to go see the ear, nose, and throat doctor, and I found out that my septum, the nose bridge right here, is slightly deviated, and after all the sparring, but I mean, that's actually a quite common occurrence after getting, you know, punched in the face. And after my first fight, I actually couldn't turn my neck. Don't forget to stretch. When I say I couldn't turn my neck, I literally had to stay in this position, and if somebody called me from behind me, I had to turn my entire body to look at them. Don't forget to stretch, subliminal message. And then also being a female and with the recurrent weight loss, I had to go see the lady doctor. You know, it is what it is. Our hormones are stored in our fat, so if you lose weight, especially too quickly, I do recommend seeing a lady doctor because that's when all the hormones get all fluctuated. So women, ladies, hey, preventative health is really big and it's really keen, okay? I'm very, very, very passionate about preventative health, especially for the women. In the link below, I go over exactly which micronutrients I find to be the most important and their associated foods. If you found this video helpful, please make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be bringing you more tips on nutrition for boxers and other combat fighters.